Welcome back to another episode of Rivals on the Pitch podcast. We have a very special episode here today for you. It is the last episode before the season starts.
Woo, woo.
We are recording this on a Tuesday. Season starts on Friday, so we have plenty of transfer talk to cover. We have our predictions. We are going to predict the top 6, the relegated 3. We're going to talk about some dark horses. We're going to talk about some surprise teams, expectations, and of course, we are going to make our predictions for Matchweek 1, which will count.
Oh, yeah.
This is not whose line is it anyway. The points do count.
The points do matter.
Yep, the points do matter. And the winner...
And what do you get with the points? Show them, Pat. Show them what you get with the points.
There you go.
I'm the first and champion of the mini league. You'll never sing that. So the winner gets this. We'll explain the rules before we go into predictions. And yeah, let's dive in. How are you guys?
Ooh.
By the time this comes out, I think it's going to be...
It usually comes out on Thursday or Friday, so it will be on time.
Right when the season kicks off. So
yeah,
good
I'll talk to our editor and see if he can.
Yeah.
He's slow.
Yeah, the editor-in-chief.
He's slow. He's
now
probably an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Now that meme is going to be true. Like, now 11 players are going to decide my mood and my fate for these couple of months.
Oh, it's already started.
It's gonna, but now it's going to be for sure. Now it's for real.
I got to see you guys every week.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think we are officially done with one cup down, or shield, if you want to call it, community shield. Done and dusted. And tomorrow we move on to the Super Cup.
Super Cup.
All right.
Go.
How are you feeling?
Ooh.
Oh, I feel good.
Feeling confident?
I am actually. I think the what we saw in the last preseason game for us was kind of bad. I think Bayern kind of ran right through us, so that wasn't a good sign. But I think there's more time since then. There's probably, it's probably a good indicator of what we need to work on. So hopefully we work some of those issues out. And I think I'm excited. I mean, we have to go out and perform. It sets the tone for the season. So I think we're going to come out and try to win it. At the end of the day, is it as big of a trophy as a Europa or any other trophy? Not so much. I mean, you can almost, I won't say it's a community shield, but it's on that level, right? So,
does Palhinha get a start?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
so. I think
it is needed.
I think it is. Especially Basuma, I think he got in trouble for showing up late too many times, so he's not traveling with the team.
Troublemaker.
What's going on in Spurs? What's going on?
Last season it started that way. He was inhaling balloons or something, and
oh
he got
my
in trouble.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so a bit of a troublemaker,
crazy.
And it's funny because
that's what happens when your whole academy, your whole bench is kids. That's what they're doing. He's picking up the old school habits.
He's not a kid though.
He's 20.
Yeah, but he's hanging around with He's hanging around with them. What's the age group of your team?
What's the average age?
Puberty.
Well, Palhinha should bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's about 30
for sure.
So he's 30. The average age is probably like 21 and a half.
All right, and then let's move on to the Community Shield. Crystal Palace officially win their second trophy in the top tier of English football. How do we feel? I mean, I know we've mentioned it before, kind of a glorified, friendly, but it's the first, I want to say, competitive game, right? Because you do want to win it, right? So how do you feel Liverpool are shaping up going into this first game, Randy?
Hot takes.
Like you said, I think it was a good showing for what's it called? It's like match day. It's almost like a match day. It's one of the games that's very competitive, and I like what we saw. The new signings, they gelled well together. You saw the first few minutes how it was with Kirkez, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo. The scoring really quickly, like in the 4th minute. It was promise. It looked good. But of course, it's a new formation that we're doing, so I think it's something to get used to. But I think I'm not saying I'm happy we lost, but you learn more from a loss. So we did see that we do need a little more strength in the defensive side, which is one of the things that we're looking for this transfer window. And of course, if you saw Virgil van Dijk at the end, I think in the press conference or in the tunnel, he's talking about we need a striker. So, come on, Isaac. But I think it was a good showing, honestly. Penalties can go any way, but we'll see what happens. It was a good showing, and I hope
we need a striker. We need a
Why not?
We need your striker isn't worth 100 million.
If
we
he
don't
wants
want
to
it.
go,
We need a new defender. We want to take the defender that from the team that just beat us. Oh man,
this was happening before they beat us.
Whatever.
But what I don't understand is Liverpool supposedly have the best defender in the world in Van Dijk, but they need a defender. They have one of the best attackers in the Premier League's history, Mo Salah, but they need a striker. You know what I mean? It's like
Salah is a winger, and yet he's putting up striker numbers.
He's a forward, though. He's a forward. So then why do you need a striker if he's putting up striker numbers?
You got Ekitike.
Remember, we lost Darwin. And we also lost Jota.
Okay, so you gained.
So there we go.
So you gained points.
You have to
gained
replace.
goals. Replace what?
What?
What did we replace?
We just lost. Well, so we don't want to replace anyone that we just sold? That's what you always do.
Because he hits the
At
post.
the end of the day, you're going to be talking about money.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So so why replace him? Why replace him if you just make the profit that can help pay for cover some of these bills that you're having? We were such a profitable club. Then why are you replacing everyone? Just sell to sell, right? Make the profit. Because you guys can spend. All right.
We spend, but we also sell. But if you look at you're looking at how much we spent, but you're not paying attention to how much we sold.
That's what I'm saying. So why bring in someone to replace Nunez if you're just one for one? You're just canceling each other out. Especially if you're selling for 40 million and buying 140 million.
I think he's saying you guys have supposedly so much money to spend but you're essentially just spending the money right away. You know what I mean? It's like you're not profiting from these sales.
We've profited from. You know how the Liverpool website crashed selling these jerseys? I mean, I understand what you're saying.
No, yeah, of course.
Is the Spurs? Is Spurs selling? Is there Spurs a hot sell? Doubt it.
Yeah.
No more Sun jersey sales.
Yeah,
we don't need it.
There goes 70% of your sales right there.
Shirts. Don't worry.
Wow. Oh, you're very wishful thinking.
It's coming to Arsenal.
We'll sell the.
No, but I think the
Champions
Community
League
Shield was a
shirt.
good showing overall. Like Alan said about the UEFA Cup, it sort of shows you what a little more tweaks that you have to do before the real season starts, and I think that's what you take from it. It's still a learning curve. It was probably the last one because it was the most competitive game we had during this time, and it's a good showing. And we're gonna do our best to learn from these mistakes and hopefully hit the season up and running, hitting it hard.
All right. So, with that being said, since we spoke a little bit about these transfers, just a few to bring up here. Sesko to Man U officially. Here we got the here we go. We got the official post from Man U. He's going to be wearing jersey number 30. So no pressure there.
Heavy.
What?
Smart man.
30 feels heavy.
I think that's what I say. It's no pressure jersey. I mean, we saw Sanchez, Di Maria, how many other number 7s come through, and I think it's smart, clever. Jack Grealish to Everton on the loan, 1 year loan. Here we go.
Good for him. I think that's a good. I feel like Jack Grealish is the outfielder of Jordan Pickford. I feel like they're like the same person.
Maybe. I mean, as far as their kookiness, I feel like.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shithousery going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. And let's see how many times he gets hung over, and we'll see. He's a
we'll
party
say
animal, that guy.
Right.
His drinking does go unmatched. But I know there was a bid submitted to Brighton for Baliba, but it was rejected. It is expected that Man U will submit a second.
Where's his money coming from? Where's his money?
Remember,
I don't mean to be the money
they
police.
switched from a chef to a vending machine, so that's where your money's
There
coming
you go.
from.
Remember,
all the
peanut
players are
butter.
buying their lunch.
They're selling
Yeah.
peanut butter and sandwiches.
Peanut butter.
Yeah,
Just peanut butter. Yeah. Just
It's not even. It's just butter. There's no peanuts in it. Like, that's too
yeah. There's no
expensive.
more. An English breakfast, beans and toast. It's just
just raw-
toast. That's it.
raw toast. It's raw toast. It's
Yeah,
just
no
bread.
butter, nothing.
another one.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna say it right again. If they don't get this transfer window right before they build the stadium, it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
They
gotta
Sesko's a
sometimes
solid
risk
signing,
it.
though. Yeah, it's a solid signing in the right direction. I think they, like I said, I think they played it safe with Cunha and Buomo. Sesko was a little bit of a risk, but he's got the supporting role.
How much are they paying him? They got him for what, 85 million?
Something like that.
Add-ons, I guess, as well.
And now they're
And we
going
don't
with
even know what his wages
Carlos
are.
Veliva out of Brighton. They're offering him how much? Another 80, 70?
I don't know.
And
a
we
lot.
still have to talk about the goalkeeping situation. I think that's something
yeah.
they're currently looking at.
Donnarumma, maybe? Officially
that's what
not.
everyone's
Say
thinking
that-
about.
They're saying that they have a bid for him that it's most likely that United he's going to Man City.
City?
Yeah, that's
We'll see.
No, they just got a goalkeeper.
so.
But I mean, he's probably for the future.
Who are you?
though.
Who do
But
you, Randy? Who are you to tell anyone what they got, Mister? I'm gonna stack every $1 million.
Remember, there's
$5 million
conspiracy.
player.
And you're stacking kids in the van. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are running a daycare at Tottenham.
So I think with the City thing is they're waiting to see if Ederson will leave. If he leaves, they're going to grab Donnarumma. It's all, as we mentioned before, there's a lot of moving pieces here. Everything has to kind of move at the same time in one direction for it to all work. With that, this whole Savinho to Spurs,
Yep.
that only
That's
happens, right?
Rodrigo.
If they get Rodrigo, but they
No,
can only get
it's-
Rodrigo if Savinho goes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So they have to. I guess they're waiting for an agreement between Tottenham and Man City, so that they can get Rodrigo to City. But I guess that's what they're trying to agree on, a good number. Hopefully, it works in our favor, where we could be like, hey, we know who you really want to bring in. You want to bring in Rodrigo, so guess what? You're not going to get as much from us. You either sell or you don't, But with that, they can go somewhere else with him.
The funny thing about that is I know Arsenal are also looking into Rodrigo. I don't think we have the money to spend. I think we're looking to see if we can get him on loan.
Should I even say Liverpool as well? Because you're going to talk
Exactly.
about money as well.
You see?
So look, this is
Bingo.
all tied because if we can't, there's no chance for us to get Rodrigo, then we have to go all in for Eze. If we get Eze, then
Cool.
Spurs have to go all in on Savinho, which means City have to go all out on Rodrigo. And if they go all out on Rodrigo, Liverpool
It's like
have to
rock,
go
paper,
for Isak.
scissors right there. That's what it is right now. Rock,
And
Yes,
if
it
they go
was.
for Rodrigo, Liverpool has to go for Isak.
No.
So if
We're
Isak
getting-
doesn't go, none of these pieces, because Liverpool will get Rodrigo, City will hold on to Savinho.
and
doesn't wanna go to
Newcastle will
Liverpool.
get stuck with Nicholas Jackson.
I already told
Such a downgrade from what you were looking at before. Isak
Rodrigo
to Sesko to Nicholas Jackson.
for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Those fans must be hurting. I feel bad.
They are.
I
hurting, man.
usually don't feel bad for fans. Last season it was a little bit for United. Now, like, whatever.
You've seen the memes of that guy crying on that radio
yeah,
station.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I
it's
do-
true.
I do feel
Yeah.
for them because. But all right, Rodrigo isn't gonna go to Liverpool. He's not gonna go to Arsenal. He's gonna go to Man City. Man City is the equivalent of Real Madrid, and it's he already talked about how he loves Pep. I'm telling you, the Pep connection is gonna get him to Man City, right? So that's gonna give us Savinho, and then we're gonna turn around and be like, Eze, look what we're building here. Come
A
to
daycare.
us. And then he's gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, like this is what I want.
That
I
was
want
a really
Champions League.
convincing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Champions League
guess.
football. He's like, I'm gonna be the number 10. I'm gonna have Kudos, Solanke, Savinho, Brandon Magic Johnson. Mateus Tell, Wilson. Oh, man, speed on
Those
top
are
of
good
speed on top
players.
of speed. Yeah.
So he was thinking, oh, I'm not gonna get any playtime. I might as well go to Arsenal, where I grew
No,
up.
because he's like,
No. You said they're too good. They're
Arsenal already rejected him once.
Yeah, you ain't
Arsenal
going
broke
back.
his heart.
You get
No.
fired from a job. You
Y'all
want
act
to
like-
return to that job?
Yeah.
Exactly. Y'all act like you didn't do anything wrong to him. You guys act like nothing
Listen,
happened.
Sometimes
Come
if
back
it's meant
home.
to be-
Come back home. Shut up.
if it's meant to be, you got to let things go and it'll come back if it's meant to be. And it's meant to be.
It's funny how it was like, come back
Doubt
home.
it.
Come back home. We miss you.
Yeah.
No, you guys kicked him out. What? Nah, he can stay where he's at.
Oh yeah,
Sonny,
that's what after he
if
scored a
Son wants to
goal
come
against
back-
Tottenham.
Yeah, he smashed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he missed it
take
too.
that.
He missed
That
the penalty.
But at the end of the day, he won.
Oh, he didn't want to totally
Yeah.
embarrass you. You know?
I guess all the greats, they climb one day and miss penalties. Kane, Salah.
Oh,
That's
Out of their primes.
The greats. Those greats have trophy cabinets, don't they?
Yeah, I guess when you buy the league, it's great, huh?
Oh yeah. Again, by the league. This is now. Beforehand, no. You have short-term memory. That's fine. That's what happens when you're a Spurs fan.
You can't buy me though. Buy me.
That's all I have. I mean, we know Mark Gahey is also in talks with Liverpool. That's the only other thing I have as far as transfers. Well, what else have you guys heard?
I think I heard that anyone over 100 million is automatic transfer
low?
to Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Over,
so
okay.
if you're worth that much, you're automatically rumored.
So no Spurs because they ain't worth it.
We can win stuff without paying such high
Yeah, so can we.
fees.
And we've done it before. You're forgetting about the Klopp error, but that's fine. Because of course you'll
what'd they
forget
do?
it because that's we beat you in the Champions League finals.
Okay. You talk so much about that era, but what really came out
That
of
error
it,
is still relevant.
The
It's
way you
not
talk
like
about it,
Pat
almost
with
like you should've
the.
won. That era is Man City era. Liverpool is second in that era. You don't think about Liverpool. You think about Man City the whole time. I'm
That's
sorry.
kind of true. That they reigned supreme.
Yeah, the difference that 1 point can make in those 2 seasons.
I can say
It
the same
is.
thing.
What? Seasons, not season.
Well,
But-
so
And this is we're not even and the season hasn't started yet. This is preview.
all right. So let's dive into it then.
Yeah,
let's get
do
it going.
it.
Let's see. So much talk. Let's see if you're willing to put your reputation on the line.
We know. Oh, I am.
Don't clip it.
Alan,
Don't
are
clip
you?
It. Oh, I'm ready.
I'm gonna record this. Yeah, I should start recording. Hold on. No, just kidding. But let's see if you can outsmart. What do you call it? The
What?
future?
Apoda? What's it called? The AI machine that generates the Opta.
Yeah,
Orca,
there's
the
more
Oracle?
now?
Oracle.
The Oracle. Ooh, that's more like it. The Oracle.
All right, so we're gonna do predictions now. Who
Ooh.
should we start with? Should we start with the relegation 3 or should we
I
start
think
with
we should
top
start from the
6?
bottom up. Do relegation and then
All
work
right, so
our
let's
way
start
up
with
to-
Spurs then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, is that not what you meant? Oh,
Let's start with the most recent cup losers. All right, Randy.
Okay, that's fine. You want to go there? You're not gonna like what I have to say.
I can go. I can go first.
All right, bottom
We're
3
doing-
first.
We're doing final 3.
Yeah, bottom 3.
All right.
Yeah.
So this one, I thought it was gonna be easy. My natural instinct is to go with the newly promoted teams. So I think Burnley for sure. I think a lot of the issue with a lot of these teams that get promoted, their tactics sometimes doesn't work in the Premier League, or they just don't have the players to sustain the tactics that they want to use in the Premier League, or they just go super defensive and try to, either draw, but they don't want to lose, so they just draw, try to get those victories, low points, but trying to survive. So Burnley, I think Sunderland, unfortunately, I think goes back down. My toss-up is with Leeds. I think Leeds can attract some players.
It's getting late in the window though.
It is. It is, and I think my toss-up was between Leeds and West Ham. I think West Ham too. I think West Ham has been being picked off the organization for some reason. I feel like there's not. It wasn't. there was a lot of questions asked of West Ham, unimpressive windows. They just seemed like they were on the decline. The season was a few more games longer. Who knows where they would have ended up. But I want to say West Ham, but I think I'm going to go with Leeds. So I think the newly promoted teams
all three.
will.
What goes up?
Must come down.
I agree with Alan that usually most of the teams that come up from, the second division don't tend to last long. I have Burnley going down, and even though Sunderland has spent most of the money from one of the recently promoted teams, I just don't think they have the staying power. Even though they're familiar with the league, I just don't see them staying that long, honestly. And for me, it was the same thing with Allen. I think it was between Leeds and not West Ham, Wolves, honestly. I just think Wolves, they were having trouble last season. They have a new coach. They've sold important players at Nori and Cunha, and I just don't see them. They were having trouble last season. I just don't see them putting up that much of a fight. I think it's going to be between Wolves, Sunderland, and Burnley that are going to get relegated. I think Leeds is going to find a way to stay. And
whatever happened to last season?
I know.
That's it, bro.
I know. I'll still be rooting for them.
Yeah. I mean, we can root, but this is a predictions. I just think Wolves has lost important players, and I just think it's going to be tough for them. I just think Leeds is going to find a way to, maybe eke out. It could be like the Spurs of last season, just barely survive. But
European champions.
I mean, Leeds were. They're a historic club. What about you?
So I also said Burnley. I think it's just going to be the same old story when they came back up most recently. I also do think Sunderland is going to go back down. And I also said Wolves. I just don't think I don't think they've done enough. But, this is a little pressure for them, prove me wrong. But I just don't think they've done enough.
Now they're going to end up on top of the league for the whole season.
Then we'll still go.
I wasn't between Wolves or Everton. I think Everton is walking a fine line. They do have a new stadium, but they could struggle with that. New setting. They could sell more tickets, but what are they doing? You know what I mean? Jack Grealish, I don't think is enough to get them to where they want to be. Who knows if he's going to play all games? He kind of does get injured, kind of often. So, but I do still think that Wolves is just a touch below that, really? Where I think they're just going to struggle from the get-go.
You think Wolves are going to do worse than West Ham? You think they're going to do worse than Leeds?
I believe in Graham Potter. That's the thing. I think he'll be able to make a system out of whatever he has.
He's done it with Brighton, who's
Brighton though. Brighton's done it. That Brighton's done it without Graham Potter. Brighton's done it before Potter, after Potter. It's Brighton that does it. I don't think Potter was really the leading man on their success. I mean, look at Wolves. They got Larson up front, João Gomez in the middle.
Yeah, but they get injured.
But I still think they still had some of that talent there. And once that manager came in, he did a lot better of making sure Wolves became successful. They had a great, I don't want to say great record, but after that January transfer window, I feel like Wolves kicked it up a notch. And
they actually had one of the better records after the window. They actually did well.
But so losing Cunha and Al Nari is going to be a big blow to them. But I don't think.
But we haven't seen any significant signings, honestly, from Wolves. That's like, you know what?
Well, when you're that low on the table, not from experience, but when you're that low on the table, you don't need that much. Like I still think some of these guys are more Premier League proven than, the young guys coming from the Championship. So
that's the thing. And I hate to bring this back to Liverpool, but it kind of just makes a little more sense when you bring like a team like Wolves into perspective, because they sell players like Cunha and they sell players like Aït-Nouri, which were their best players, right? And as much as they money that they get for each of those players, they can't spend all of it on a new player. They have to kind of pour some of it back into the club. And I think that's what we were getting at with Liverpool is they're getting like a quarter of what they're willing to spend for in a replacement. You know what I mean? It's not like they're getting 60 and then they're spending 40 on a winger to replace Nunes. They're getting like 60 for Nunes and they're spending 120 on Isak. You know what I mean? That's what I think where it came from. But like I said, with Wolves, unfortunately, they can't do much with that money. But I haven't seen them do anything impressive. You know what I mean? Man, you paid a lot of money for Cunha, for them to not have like, try to get anything, reasonable to keep them up. And I think that's where they're going to struggle is any injury to any of these starting players, and I think they're going to struggle.
Yeah. And I think they have Man City the first week, so I guess we'll get an early indicator of where they are.
Yeah, I mean,
I still think you guys are wrong, but hey, my opinion.
All right. This is predictions. We'll see.
This
is just relegation.
Right.
Wait till you see our top 6.
You may think I'm wrong, but I know you're wrong. All right, let's move on to top 6. Should we work backwards this time? I don't want to put the pressure on you.
Yeah, work from the back up.
All right.
Back it up.
Okay. So I'm going to start from the bottom up this time as well. So we're doing top 6. Obviously, 7th might be a Conference League spot. We never know what's going to happen depending on how teams do in the Champions League this season.
Or you weasel yourself into Europa League.
Or weasel yourself into Champions League.
How's that winning a competition? That's not weaseling.
The same thing with Crystal Palace. Winning whatever.
Yeah, they won and got kicked out. They won and got kicked out. Part 2. Crystal Palace won and got kicked out.
Part 2.
And they just beat Liverpool, and they still have to compete in Conference League. Come on. You don't feel for Crystal?
I think it's good for Crystal Palace.
I think they can win it now. They win the Conference League. And then get into Europe.
That's more fire for them. All right, you put us in this. Yeah, we'll show you.
More fire.
Like Pat said, I feel that's something that they can win. And it's, Crystal Palace deserves to be there. But the whole thing with the whole club zoning to clubs and whatever.
This is going to be their first time in Europe. So I think why not? I get it that you want to play at the highest level. It's a prestigious thing. But why not see if you can win it?
Because they earned it. Because they earned it.
I'm just saying, you're going to lose as to Arsenal, so it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be...
Okay. Okay. Let me call him right now. Let me call him up.
All right, here we go.
He's asleep.
Let's do it.
All right, 21st, Tottenham. Nah, just kidding. 22nd. All right, so starting at 6th.
Don't you say it.
Manchester United.
Oh.
Manchester United. I think I'm actually, I'm not going to say I'm happy about it, but I think...
yeah, you're happy.
I think that the business they've done has been in the, moves in the right direction. Like I said, they went for a lot of players that were consistent, Premier League ready. They can hit the ground running. Cunha, hungry, and Buomo, clinical. Now they got Sesko is a bit of a risk, but it's something that they don't have. You know what I mean? I think Sesko, even with the numbers and from different league, I think he's better than Højlund. I think he's better than Zirkzee. I think it's gonna work out for them. And if they get Baliba, which I believe they will, I'm a believer. I'm a believer in that.
Okay.
Believe.
I think they're set. They're set to move on. Where Casemiro doesn't have to play all the games, but he can provide that, transfer of knowledge and experience to these youngins.
He can be like an Andre Pirlo, just stay in the middle, less running.
Yeah, and have Mainu and Baliba. That's solid right there. You know what I mean? I think that they're gonna get top 6. I think they were far off, but I think their season was just more of like a trying of bucket water out of the boat while there's holes in it. You know what I mean? Just trying to stay afloat. And that's that. All right, number 5. Aston Villa.
Ew.
I think 5th, they're going to get Europa, but they're going to fall just short of Champions League. I think they're going to struggle, but I think they're a decent team and they'll do okay. They'll get a couple runs in. Number 4. Hot take.
Oh.
Chelsea. I think the World Cup champions.
Why do you think that's a hot take?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people I saw a lot of people online saying that they wouldn't even make top 6. and I'm here making Champions League. I think with João Pedro, he already scored. I think they have a good team. They're gonna get rid of Nicholas Jackson, so I think they're a solid team. I think Caicedo has finally become that player that they thought they were buying all that time ago. They have Enzo, who's back with his wife, I think. So all good there.
He needs him to break up again so he can, recharge the battery.
Yeah, so I just think they're good. They're ready. They're ready for top 4. At 3.
I know he's looking at me because he ain't looking at you, Alan. You ain't even reaching the top.
I'm number 1.
Liverpool.
Ooh, Liverpool.
Whatever. Don't worry about it.
I think this season Liverpool are going to run into the problems that I thought that they would run this past season. But I think Arne Slot's going to get found out just like he did in the Community Shield. I think his tactics are
mediocre.
Well, no, I was going to say I think they're very apparent now. Crystal Palace was able to do it to City because they do the same thing, and now they were able to do it to Arne Slot. And if they get or if they don't get Gahey, I don't think that's going to fix the defensive problems. I really thought that these new players coming in were going to be the fix. Trent's out. That was less of a liability there, but it seems that they're still working things out there. Gravenberg, I don't know. Could it have been a one hit season wonder?
Nah.
I don't know. I think he's good, but
no, go ahead.
But you never know. I think there's just things going to happen this season. They might get a few injuries. I think they're going to fall short. All right, number 2.
Randy, why are you so red? What's wrong?
That's my what? Oh, I'm red? Oh, my God.
He's burning a picture of me. I can see it in his glasses.
It's hot. I'm wearing a fucking scarf. It's hot in here.
Number 2, Manchester City.
Oh, my God. I know. Where is this going?
I can't wait till the end of this season. We'll
can't believe you just picked Tottenham to go number 1.
I think City did a lot of their business in the winter. A lot of people are saying it's not enough, that they're going to finish 3rd. And I almost put them 3rd. I was in between 2nd or 3rd for both Liverpool and City. But I think they did it during the winter. That's why they didn't have enough to do in the summer. They still got the player that they wanted this summer. They got Aït-Nouri, who we gave him so many compliments throughout the season. I do think they still have to source some things in defense as well as Liverpool, and I think that's where they're going to struggle. So 2nd, and of course, number 1.
I just can't wait till it rubs in your face. But
Leeds. It better be Crystal Palace.
Leeds. There you go. I'm writing it down. Leeds. There you go. That's why they're not relegated, because they're getting first place. You heard it here first on Rebels on the Pitch.
Number 1, Arsenal. I think this is our year. We got our striker.
They said that last year, right?
Eze, almost here we go. And I think
does the number 1 rely on Eze going to Arsenal?
I don't. Well, I think if we get Eze, we got everything we need. I mean,
I thought you already had everything you need with Gyökeres.
Well, we have enough depth in every position. I just think Martinelli's not. I think he's kind of like plateaued. I think Trossard's better than him, but Trossard's older, so a lot of people were arguing online about who to get rid of if you were going to get rid of one to bring somebody else in. And I think at this moment, like today, we would get more money for Trossard, and Martinelli is kind of seen more of as an investment to the club because we paid so little for him, and I think he has it in him. It just, I don't know what's happening that he, So I think we'd get more money for
Arsenal's
Trossard.
What's happening to him? That's what it is.
Well, this is where he shined, man. I mean, we bought him from like the 3rd tier in Brazilian football. So
yeah.
I think they're putting the trust in him, but I think he needs competition that's going to help elevate his game. I think Trossard, like I said, he's a finished product, so we can sell him now for more money, and then hopefully that gets us over the line to get Eze. But regardless of that, I think we did bring Noni Madueke in. I think he's been playing on the left wing during the friendlies. He looks good. I think it's something different, and I think that with Gyökeres and Zubimendi, I think they're going to get it done. I think this is our year.
So don't talk about why do we have pressure? Why do we this? This is it.
That's what I was
just
saying,
a prediction.
But there you go.
Listen, I'm not saying like no one's gonna beat him. I'm just saying it's a prediction. I'm not. I just think like you guys said.
That's like
I mean,
Alan saying Spurs were going to be in 2nd place last season, but that's fine. It's your prediction.
I think
this season.
see, I don't think the pressure comes from prediction. I think the pressure comes from what you're doing, and I think, like, for example, Chelsea winning the Club World Cup, like that's pressure because you have enough money as if you had won the Champions League. You know what I mean? Like that's pressure. How much money have they spent over all these years? That's pressure. With Liverpool, if they get Isak, regardless of how much
That's
money they got
pressure
it
right
for
there.
selling players, I feel like you're expected to do that. So I feel like that's where pressure comes from. This is just a guesstimate, but I think this is it. I think this is it. All right, I'll leave it there.
People are gonna think we're crazy. Thanks for scaring everyone
Wait till
off.
they get to Alan. They're gonna think he's
Right.
crazy because they're
Hot
gonna
take,
see
hot
his
take.
top 6. Yeah,
a hot
there
take.
you go.
Yeah, you should have said that. You should have saved your hot take.
All right, Randy.
All right, for me, well, where's my notes?
His notes.
Yeah, there you go. You want to see him? You want to see him? That's all right. For me, top 6. We'll start from the bottom. I got Aston Villa. I don't think much is going to change. I think they're going to be consistent and they're going to be where they're at. The same thing that happened last season. It's going to continue into this season. I believe they're going to be top 6. Now I sort of feel stupid with this decision that I got for 5 because I put Newcastle. This was before we'll see what happens with the Isak. So this might come to bite me in the ass, but I do have Newcastle staying in 5th position.
All right.
And I agree with Pat when it comes to Chelsea. I just think Chelsea right now, they're clicking. They have the players that I think they wanted to have now. João Pedro, they bought and he's already a starter. Cole Palmer, I think he's comfortable. I think he's going to do well. Caicedo is doing well. And Enzo's just had a good run of the season last season. Cucurella. I think they just need to find their goalkeeper, and I think they'll be set. But I just think that Chelsea is set up to be competitive for, to battle for the top 4.
They did say they're set on keepers, so I think that's what it is.
So they got faith in Sanchez.
But I feel fourth.
There's always an upgrade when it comes to goalkeepers, especially if your goalkeeper Sanchez. And for 3rd place, well, you can say it's a hot take. I do have Pat's favorite team in the world, Crystal Palace. No, I do have Arsenal coming in 3rd.
Wow. Clip it. Hot take.
Yeah, clip it, because I ain't winning jack this season. I just think, Arteta's got the players he wants. I just think there's going to be more cohesion. Maybe they need more time. So I don't think they're going to start off hot. I think they might catch fire later in the season. Yeah, that's fine. Number 1, right? Number 1. But I just think, with the transfers that the other 2 teams that have done above them, I think they're going to be set for the longer run. I think they're going to be much harder for Arsenal this time. We saw what happened when Odegaard was out, when Saka was out, and I know they have better coverage now, but I just think that they're going to need adjustment period. And I'm not just really sold on Arteta and his tactics. I don't know how he'll do with these new players, but I just see them coming in at 3rd.
It's the light bulb.
It could be close.
It's the light bulb.
What?
It's the light bulb.
It's not a light bulb. Let's see how much set pieces can get you. Because after that, like you said with Arne Slot, they found out your tactics. After that, your set pieces was one and done. And then
you haven't beaten us in 3 years.
We beat you to a trophy. That's what matters.
All right, that's fair.
There you go.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, for 2nd place, I do think Man City. I think they're gonna, regain their position. They got the players that they need. Yeah, I agree. They might need some. The question with the goalkeeper is still up for grabs. I don't know about Ederson, but they do have a new goalkeeper, and if they do get the one from PSG, I'm not going to try to say his name because I'll butcher it. But I think they'll be, we'll see what happens with Haaland as well. He did have a cold season last season. I think he might feel more reinvigorated, and will come out, shooting, fire. And I think he'll probably be the golden scorer. But I do think
Golden Boot.
Overall, yeah, Golden Boot. There you go. Thank you. I just do think Liverpool, they're riding high. It's a new formation. which, I mean, Pat did say that they're going to try to figure out Slot. They already did. It's a new formation, so I think it's going to take a little more time for them to understand Slot's vision. We got new players, and it all depends. I mean, I just think before, even without Isaac, I think we're still the favorites to win the Premier League. And if we do get Isaac, I say it's a locked in, sell the house.
Locked
Okay.
in.
There you go.
Listen,
Yeah.
Just like
I'm
the Community
confident.
Shield.
I do
I never
think
said
Liverpool.
anything about the Community Shield. I didn't give a prediction for Community Shield. I'm giving predictions for the Premier League.
I predicted
But
it for
I
you.
do think I think Slot, he's got the players he wanted, and I feel we're going to continue that momentum, and it's going to be closer than last season. It's not going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be closer for sure. But I do think that Liverpool will find a way, will eke out the win. Yes, Virgil van Dijk hasn't been good this Community Shield, but I think he will pick up. He will regain his form. There's still chemistry, but I do think that Liverpool, at the end of the day, will walk away reigning defending champions again.
I do think they are the favorites to. So I think that's pressure to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is
Everyone's
pressure.
saying they're the
and
favorites.
I'm
you know what I
taking
mean?
it. We're taking it, and we're going to the top.
That's okay. I'll be the underdog.
So I guess we're all. I guess
That's why you got
In our
him. That's
team?
why you got him in first place, Arsenal.
Yeah.
I guess we're all picking our team to win it all.
Oh,
That's why I said the
wow.
hot take is going to be Alan's. Let's see what he got Spurs in.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Will Spurs even make the top 6 in Alan's list?
Yeah, top 16th.
Oh.
So I'll start from the bottom to the top. This team could be higher. I think a lot is pending on the transfer window right now with the madness, but I think this team will probably finish higher if the transfers go through. But in 6th place, I have, and it hurts, the old mighty Tottenham Hotspurs breaking the top 6.
It's 11 places higher, so that's a.
Yeah. I think the Aston
That's a big
Villas.
upgrade.
I don't see Austin. You guys had Austin Villas on this list. I don't see them up there. Newcastle, I think they're going to be losing too many players to remain competitive at that level.
Yeah.
Brentford losing too many players. Bournemouth, I think, same. Brighton, they could go a little bit higher. I think Crystal Palace is a team. Well, we'll go into that later. At 5th, I have Man United.
They're going
I
to do better
think
than
the
Tottenham
money-
now?
I think the money that they're right now, because like I said, because of the transfers that they actually have through the door that are confirmed, right now I have to, it's too much talent that they're bringing into that team. Cunha, Buemo, who knows what Sesko's going to be, but he seems like a better option, like you said, than Xerxes and Hoyland. And then if they do go with Carlos, Baliba, all they do is have a phony for goalkeeper that might be holding them back. But I still think you still need a mesh. I still think that Ruben Emery is a good manager, but I think he still has a lot to prove too. So to me, 5th and 6th could be interchangeable. Like I said, if our transfer rumors do go through, we end up with Savinho and we can end up with Eze. That's a fantastic. I won't say fantastic, but it's a very it's a window that we should be proud of. I don't want to say it's not fantastic because I think there's a lot of key players that we could have signed to kind of, fit a certain profile to make us play better. Right now, we're kind of just, it's almost like we're picking and choosing. I think Gibbs White would have been a perfect option because he plays the 10 and the 8, and that would have
You're
been
still
a perfect
salty
fit.
about that?
No, those weasels can have him. He's a weasel too now. But yeah, like that we were after a certain profile, and I think right now we're almost, I don't want to say we're scrambling, but we're kind of reverting back to the drawing board. And so I don't think our targets are that what's the word? Like, are that they're not our first picks, I guess, but I still think they're really good signings, so that says a lot. 4th, I think we're all in agreement. I think Chelsea right now is signing João Paulinho. That's why I asked you. I was like, is that really a hot take? I think, or
Good
not
to
João
know.
Paulinho, João Pedro. I feel like they now have that attacking threat up front that they didn't have before. So you throw that into the mix, Nicholas Jackson, everyone's like, oh, just wait. We're done waiting. Well, I can keep waiting, hey, keep him up there, But he never turned out to be the player that everyone wanted him to be. So now, he's heading over to possibly Newcastle. And, you put the goal tally that John Pedro can bring. I think that keeps Chelsea competitive, but they did have a fallout last season. Towards the end of the season, they kind of became a little stale. And I think that's going to continue, just like Arne Slot. All these new managers, Maresca, I'm sure he's going to get started figured out, like it only takes one season before these coaches are smart, they're going to be reviewing film and they're going to figure you out. So see how that goes. So top 3, I have Arsenal coming in at third.
You haters.
They are dropping.
No.
I think
We're
the Joker
realists. We're realists. That's what
I think there's more holes in Arsenal that they want to admit. Putting the Gyökeres Band-Aid on, I don't think that's going to solve every problem.
As they will, though it's okay.
But he's not going there. You guys kicked him out.
What do you mean, you guys? Pat, not me.
Yeah,
Eze's fine at Crystal Palace.
No, he's not in. Crystal Palace got kicked out of the Europa because of the Weasels, so now he wants to come play for a real team. So I think Arsenal will be competitive, but I just don't think I don't know. I think there's more holes that need to be addressed, I guess. I think Arsenal thinks highly of a lot of their players, and they're good players, but I think they're better,
Maybe they're better in their sophomore year, in the second year, but not right now.
Okay.
And then second, Liverpool coming in second, because I do not think Liverpool.
He doesn't want us to win, so
I had my hot take, and guess what? The Community Shield kind of did prove it. I think, Pat, you bring a good point saying that if Oliver Gazler can kind of figure out Liverpool, then I think it's easier for some of these teams to do the same. You're buying talent, but is it going to mesh? And if it doesn't, it's going to be a dangerous team. But if it doesn't, then it's going to get time to pick up. And I think someone who really is good at bringing in a team together and creating that mesh and cohesion really quick off the bat, I think it's Pep. So I have them taking the league. It sounds like a cop out to get Man City because it's Man City, but I think bringing in Marmoush, Turkey, right? What's his name? Ryan Turkey from Lyon. Yeah, man, that's the guy. I wanted him for us. If they pull off Rodrigo, Donnarumma, if they put him as a goalkeeper, Rodri's probably coming back in September, October timeframe. That team is going to be, once again, it's going to be stagnant. I think you throw in Pep's tactics in there. We want to say, oh, he's going to get figured out. And he has 7 titles to say he hasn't gotten it. And I think he has a good chance. I think he's been in this hot seat before. Arne Slot might not know what to do. He might be a little bit less experienced in the Premier League wise. So I think that's why Man City might get. I think they have the leg up on them. So I think Man City, unfortunately,
though, that this title race is going to be much closer than last season for sure.
I think so. Yeah. I don't think Arsenal are going to run away with that. It's going to be a lot tighter.
They're going to run away.
They're not going to run away from anything.
Yeah.
They might have to. I think Tottenham's going to be on their tail. Hot take.
Always behind us.
Tail, though. It's a long tail.
Always behind us.
Always. Come on. This would have been 2 seasons. What happened before? Well, we used to get 8th and 8th. Yeah, we know. We saw you back there.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be a close one. I'm excited for it. I feel like we were expecting that last season, and all this kind of crazy stuff happened.
What is it that you guys see in Austin Villa? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all right. Unai tactics. Think he's a great manager. I think it's a good club. Ollie Watkins redemption arc incoming. What's the other guy that they have?
Age.
Tielemans.
Aaron. With Tielemans too. Onana. I think they have a lot of players.
Martinez is still there.
Yeah.
He's still
Rogers. Yeah.
Morgan Rogers is good.
Yeah.
They might lose Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah, that's true.
to Newcastle. So,
but I just think they have a lot of players that maybe last season didn't get to shine. I think they'll have a better shot this time. That's what I see. I just think Villa are a consistent team, and I don't think they're gonna fall far from where they were this season.
They're not gonna be top 6, so they should just give us Onana. not United Onana, because that guy's a phony. But
what are you, Liverpool demanding players like that?
Who's your player?
All right.
I agree with Pat. I just think Aston Villa is just they're consistent, and sixth place is a good spot to be consistent at.
There's these teams that are making a lot more moves than they are. You wanted to say Wolves didn't make enough moves, and that's why you're telling you know, you have them getting relegated. Aston Villa hasn't really gotten any moves, and you want to bring Watkins. Watkins, he had an off season. Who's to say he's not going to have another off season? Who's to say that they should have got rid of him?
It's a lot of what ifs. But Aston Villa also didn't sell their players. They still had that chemistry.
Yeah.
So you know what you're going to get into next season.
I think Wolves were already improved, but Wolves were already struggling and they didn't improve. Yeah. So that's where I think the in Villa, like I said,
Unai Emery with his tactics, I think he'll be able to figure it out, and they'll be consistently up there battling for top 6.
You know who I think is going to be above Aston Villa this year? Everton.
No, I don't see
Everton is going to be the Everton of old, and they're going to be a mid-table team. They're going to be there in around the 10-8.
I have Palace at 7 and Everton possibly at 8.
Wow. We'll see. Even if they sell Eze, they'll still be in.
No. That's what I was going to say. That's the caveat.
So you're already thinking. You just answered your own question. You have Crystal Palace in 7th because you think Eze is going to stay.
No. I said possible.
No.
If I said before, if he stays, and if Mark Gay stays, then I can see Palace staying 7th, 8th. But unfortunately, look, breaking news. Here we go.
No.
Possibly Eze.
No.
Good. No,
don't scare me like that.
Eze.
But it says here we go, and then you see the source, and it's like,
here we go again. Another teaser.
Flapjack source. Flapjack 1, 2, 3.
All right. Well, there we have it. Top 6 predictions by the 3 of us, and the bottom 3 relegated. We'll see who has the real ball knowledge, as they call it.
Yeah.
Wow, ball up.
It sounded weird as I said it, but you know what I mean.
You mean ball.
Yeah, I know ball.
Yeah.
I know ball when I see one.
Yeah.
But all right, so here comes the exciting part. We are going to look into match week 1, and along with seeing the games that are coming up for the first week of the Premier League 2025-2026 season, we are going to predict for
Make sure you close all those dirty tabs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Pat, spell Portugal. Put Portugal in the...
Let me get rid of these tabs. Hold on. Ball.
Booty.
Ball knowledge. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, ball knowledge, images.
Chat GPT, who will win the league?
All right. So, the coveted mini league sponsored by, and then if someone decides to sponsor, I'm just going to edit something in there.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
So, thank you so much for sponsoring us and getting this trophy for us. And I'm currently the holder of the trophy because I won it last season. But this season could bring a new winner. And then we'll get to hold on to this. I did write on the bottom, Pat was here, and so was your mom.
It's a traveling trophy, so
yeah,
it will switch hands. There is only one of it.
So this is how the mini league works. If you're new here, welcome. The mini league is a prediction game that we play every single match week. We basically predict the upcoming games for our respective teams. So I predict the games for Arsenal, Alan for Tottenham, Randy for Liverpool. If you get the right score, you get 3 points. If you guess only the right winner, you get 1 point. If you miss both of those predictions, you get 0 points. So very simple. And in addition to that, we also predict one game of our choosing, which is the highlight game, which changes every single week. Could be close competitors on the table. It could be a derby. Could be one of our teams going head to head. But it will change every week. And same thing. If we get the right score, you get 3 points. If you only guess the winner, you get 1 point. And if you don't guess either, you get 0 points.
Just a side note, since we're all in Champions League, that also gives us one more game. So we have another chance to get 3 more points, 1 more point to our added total. So just to throw that in. So if you're not familiar, we updated it a little bit.
What if Liverpool gets knocked out early?
Well, we're going to do it for the league phase.
Good luck, bro.
And for the first knockout, since we all have to play the knockouts. If we all make it through, then we could always keep going, keep adding. You know what I mean?
All right.
But as soon as one team gets knocked out, just to make it fair, then we all have to stop the Champions prediction.
So how does it feel, Ellen, that Spurs is going to ruin it for us?
All right, we'll see. I don't want to hear no crying.
Will see.
One last thing, if your team is part of the highlight match, you want to go into that? Because I forget.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought you were going to tell me.
That's why he was in last place last season in the mini league.
Right. So in the chance that your respective team's game is also the highlight game, means you'll only be predicting for one game. So what we do is you can get to essentially double the points. So if you get the right score, you double your 3 points into 6. If you only guess the winner, you can double your single point into 2, or you could miss out on all of them. But we do pick these carefully. We try to be as fair as possible. All right, let's dive in. So
whoop, whoop.
The champions will open it up this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Is that where you're at, Alan?
It's p.m.
Your time?
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time, yeah. What time is it for you?
3.
Oh, duh. I'm looking at your screen.
It'll be 5 for you then.
Big dummy.
I think you're 2 hours behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be 1 o'clock, 1300.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
All right. So 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, we have Liverpool at home hosting Bournemouth. All right, Randy, what we think?
It's not what I think. It's what's going to happen. Liverpool's going to win.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Clip it.
You have half
We're
the
playing
Bournemouth
at
team on your
Anfield.
side.
It's going to be 3-0. Sadly, Bournemouth, they basically sold their whole back line and their goalkeepers. Both their goalkeepers have left. Neto, Kepa went to Arsenal. Neto went to Botafogo for free. PSG just bought Ilya Zabarny. Dean Huijsen went to Real Madrid. Milos Kerkez went to Liverpool. And those were your main 3 starters. And 4, with the goalkeeper defending you in the back. I just think it's going to be a rough night for Bournemouth. It's always hard to play at Anfield. And when you have no backline and you have new players coming in to fill those big spaces, big shoes, I just think it's going to be it's going to be a rough night for Bournemouth. And I think Liverpool is going to find a way to win. We have to make a statement after that Community Shield loss. And I think we're coming out all cylinders firing. That's what it's going to be. 3-0 for Liverpool.
Yep. Well, we'll see if they're all cylinders firing or if they're all firing cylinders. It could be one or the other. You never know.
Whatever. It's going to be fire.
They're misfiring all for.
And if Liverpool don't win,
all right.
If Liverpool don't win, they're going to buy the whole entire Bournemouth squad. So be careful.
Why not? We already bought one player from them.
All right. Let's move on to Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time. We have Tottenham at home in their unnamed stadium still, losing money.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Hosting newly promoted Burnley, a newly promoted team. That's a dangerous one to open it up to.
We know how Spurs have done last time.
Stadium. It's we own our stadium because that's home. We don't sell out. We're not sellouts.
Oh, okay. I'll tell Eze that you got no money.
Tottenham at home. Facing Burnley. Burnley's going to try to come out, but, the recent Super Cup champions are not going to let that happen. So we're going to score 2 past Burnley for a 2-0 victory to start off the season. 2 victories, 1 with the cup and 1 with the season opener.
Wow.
Bang, bang. It's that easy.
All right. Better hope no one gets injured in PSG. Donnarumma has a history of.
He's not playing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh, that is true.
I don't know what's going on with that. I guess they kicked him out.
I think there was an issue with this contract where I think he was under the impression that he would renew, and then they didn't give him an option to renew, so now he's just refusing.
Yeah.
Something happened where they're not playing him for intentionally, but who knows? I will see. Yeah. All right. So what was the score? Sorry.
He picked
2-0.
2-0.
2-0
All right.
The
2 to the
Tottenham.
good.
to the Super Cup champs.
All right.
PSG ain't playing.
All right. Then we'll move on to Sunday. This is at 11:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Mountain Time. We have Manchester United at home hosting Arsenal with 2 new strikers on the bill.
The what ifs, the what if
The
battles.
what ifs.
Oh yeah, what could have been?
Did you get the right striker?
The what could have been? This is
The
going to
battle
be a
of the
tough
flops?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a tough one, I think. Not only is Manchester United a big question mark right now, almost a whole new front line. And away to Manchester United, which is never easy. For Arsenal, Manchester United and Arsenal have a very violent history, I want to say. So it's never easy. But I think we're going to come out on top. I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal win it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Favoritism.
I'm going to go 2.
Okay. This is gonna be a good game. So this is the highlight game of the week.
I don't know. I was thinking Liverpool Bournemouth because it's the opening game. We're back.
I like the Arsenal United because I feel like that's
Because of
Okay.
the story. You wanted Sesko. It didn't go to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And Gyökeres was wanted by Man U, so they're just, switched clubs.
Okay. I see it.
If not, I would say Chelsea Crystal Palace.
Chelsea Crystal Palace does look good as well. Yeah. But
Arsenal United has
So,
got my vote.
We all in favor
Okay.
for Man U Arsenal?
all right,
Yep.
if you guys say so, I'll take it. I guess I'll just have to take
So
double
you
points.
still want to stick with your prediction? You still want to stick with
I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stay humble. I'm not gonna say 3-0 or anything like that, even though I think it's possible. I'm gonna go.
Do you want to go Chelsea Crystal so we're not picking our team first day?
No. If you guys feel this is it,
All right.
this is it.
I think this is it. Why
All right.
not?
That's fair. That's
it makes
fair.
more sense. The storyline, I think it's intriguing. It adds a little more to it.
Let's just take a look at some of the other games that we have. Some exciting ones. Aston Villa at home to Newcastle. Quick fire.
Oh, those are the ones we were deciding that could be in
Yeah.
the top 6.
I'm gonna go Villa.
Yeah, Villa.
Yeah.
Isaac isn't
Villa.
playing.
Newcastle.
Okay.
Okay.
3-1.
You don't want to
I'm
join
gonna
the
say.
bandwagon? Villa.
We'll go 1-0 to
All right.
Newcastle.
Brighton Fulham.
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 That's a
Battle of mid.
2-1.
Brighton.
I'm gonna go Brighton too. Yeah. How about Wolves at City?
City. Wolves.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, no belief in our team. Jeez.
That's why we picked them to be relegated. So shut up, Pat.
This could be their one game though. You know what? I'm gonna
Hey.
go for Wolves. I'm gonna say Wolves. 2 on the counter. 2-1, they win. Chelsea Crystal Palace. Chelsea 3, Palace 1.
Palace
I
2,
know.
Chelsea 1.
Chelsea.
I'm gonna go Chelsea 3, Palace 0. SA on the bench doesn't play.
I'm going. Yeah, Ezzy's not going to be there.
Mark Gahey either. He's gonna be a sideline. I bet you. Telling
We'll
you.
go 1-1.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Draw? Okay.
All right. And last one on this one's on Monday. Actually, we have a Monday game, 3 p.m. Leeds United open it up at home to Everton.
Everton.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Leeds. Leeds at home.
Yeah, Everton.
Doesn't mean anything. Everton.
Wow.
I
Okay.
agree. It'll
Randy's
be a close
favorite.
game. I feel
Randy's
like it's going to
back.
be one.
Hey, Randy, take off your shirt. Are you wearing a blue under that?
Maybe. Let me check.
Yeah. Show me your underwear.
Yeah.
It's a picture of Moyes.
No, that's the only, that's
David
you can
Moyes
find that
on
on
the
OnlyFans. All right.
Show me your feet.
And there you have it.
There we land.
There we land.
Wait, don't we predict for the
Oh
highlight
yeah,
game?
we got to give our.
Oh yeah, we
our
got the
scores.
predictions. Yeah, that's
Wow.
right.
What
That's
are you
right.
doing?
Because he doesn't want to
Wait.
hear us picking Arsenal to lose. That's
listen.
why. We understand, Pat.
I don't want to let this go, so I don't want to give you guys extra points. You know what I mean?
Wow.
All right, go ahead.
Wow. Go ahead, Alan.
How much is
Yeah,
Arsenal
time.
going to win by?
All right, it's gonna be a 1-1
Hey.
tie. It's gonna be a draw.
Wow. Okay.
Calling it now,
Hater.
a draw. It's either gonna be a good match or it's gonna be a sloppy match, but it's gonna be a draw.
Whatever.
You
I like
know
it
what?
sloppy.
I agree with Alan. I believe it's going to be a draw as well.
Wow, you guys are
Yeah.
haters.
Well, I'm not going to go and pick 1-1. I guess I got to pick 2-2 then. But I do think it's going to be a draw.
You gonna go 2-2?
Yeah, 2-2. It's going to be a draw.
All right. So
likely
Arsenal are gonna
United.
get 3 goals annulled. Then you're saying by VAR?
It's going to be the Arsenal is going to get. Nah,
gonna be-
2-2. It's going to be a draw. Of
Wow,
course,
okay.
exactly. Can't wait for the press conference. Those goals should have counted. Sesko was who I wanted, so his goals should count
Yeah,
for
okay.
Arsenal.
His
That's
goals
what it's
are my
gonna
But
be.
goals.
don't worry, we saw Slot crying on TV. He's like, oh well, you know, we lost so many players.
Oh. You think that's crying? Then what does Arteta do?
He screams.
He has a
All
little
right.
hissy fit like a 9-year-old girl. All right, there you go. Those are our predictions. And don't worry, I have them all written down in my Hello Kitty notebook.
The
There we go.
league is back.
I'm excited.
We are back.
Like I wish I could go to sleep and never wake up. No, I'm just kidding. We could go to sleep.
And after this, you'll see the suicide hotline.
I would just wish I could wake up and it's like Premier League day, but
You're gonna lay out your jersey and your cleats at the end of your bed.
got a couple more.
Hey, why aren't you you guys don't play tomorrow? Oh wait, it's
No.
just European champions. Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Let's see if he keeps that. Let's see if he keeps
know-
that
you
momentum
know what's
going
shitty?
when they lose.
You know
You know
what's
what?
shitty that this comes out after the cup.
I know.
So if we lose, there's gonna be a lot of
You will
Oh,
lose. It's gonna be a good
Nah.
episode next week.
And I'm gonna be watching, snooping.
I'll send you a jersey. You want this one?
Send me a PSG
Send me a
one.
PSG jersey because they're the ones who are
Yeah.
gonna win.
There you go.
Losers.
And that's an episode, guys. Thank you for joining us on Rivals on the Pitch. I hope you enjoyed our episode. Do you agree with our predictions, our top 6, our relegations? Ready for the first game of the season? Because you know we are.
Yeah.
Please make sure you follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and TikTok as well. Right? We're Rivals on the Pitch. See you later, guys. I'm Randy.
I'm Pat.
And I'm Alan.
See ya.
Oi.